Hey everyone, welcome to a brand new YouTube channel. This is called Hinote's Highlights. I'm Garrett, this is Kate. We are about to head out to Costa Rica. Just the two of us. We're leaving our daughter Sutton behind with the grandparents. This is our first trip out since she's been born in August of 2024, so we're very excited. We've been blessed to travel to 3 countries for 3 consecutive years. And Costa Rica will be the 4th.
We're leaving in just a few days, so we're gonna pack up and make sure that she's all ready, but we are kind of doing a split thing, which is what we normally do when we travel. We have a few Kate days, which are a little more relaxed, and then we have a few Garrett days, which are a little more action-packed. And so we're doing some hot springs for me, and then we're gonna do a big fishing day for him. Sprinkled out, we're gonna have a coffee tour,
food,
hikes, a lot of beautiful views. Hopefully I see a sloth. That is the only thing I want in this trip, is to see a sloth. If I see a sloth, I'm good.
We're leaving the dogs behind too.
So come along, enjoy the ride.
Good morning, everyone. It is 4 a.m. and making some coffee. We have a flight leaving at 6 a.m. So got to get to the airport soon in case security's a madhouse. The great government shutdown of 2025 just ended like last week, so there were delays, there were issues with airports. Hoping that's not the case here, but we wanted to get to our regional airport at least early enough, make sure that wasn't a problem. My wife and I have made a tradition, I guess you can call it a tradition, where we've hit 3 years running straight of visiting a new country. We initially visited St. Lucia on our honeymoon, Italy, Canada, and now Costa Rica. So 4 officially makes it a streak. Like I said, don't have too much time. I'm gonna make some coffee and we are gonna hit the road, and we'll be on the first leg of our journey to Miami. We made our gate. It is 5:18. Kate was worried.
We should have gotten here an hour earlier.
I think we walked through the airport doors, the front door, checked in, checked our bag, made it through security in how long?
Like, shut up.
So first leg of our journey is to Miami. We are at Pensacola International Airport. It is rather quaint, but we like it. It's our home base, and we'll be heading out here soon.
Let's go.
So I was watching in-flight entertainment, and next thing I know, Kate has an iced coffee because she made friends with the air steward.
Flight attendant. If you make friends with your flight attendants, sometimes they give you free drinks.
Meanwhile, I'm just watching my movie, but not turning.
Make friends with your flight attendants.
Alright, y'all, we landed in Miami. What time is it? 8:50?
It is 8:50.
Have about a 2-hour layover and then a little short jaunt to Costa Rica. See you there.
Just looking out on the day of another dream, where you can't get what you want, but you can get me. So let's set out to sea.
She has not spoken a single word to me this whole flight. We are going to land in 30 minutes. She's totally invested with this group of older women, and they're on a birthday bash. And I guess we're going to hang out with them. Who knows? I have no idea what to expect. What have you been doing?
Making friends. I love the middle seat.
We're in Costa Rica.
We're in Costa Rica. I got a stamp. I only travel for the stamps.
There's my wife with the friends she made on the plane, taking a picture. I am ready to get our car and get to where we're going. Our rental, y'all, is a Suzuki Jimmy. I love when another country has imports that we don't get in the US. Our car, our SUV, has 37 kilometers on it. What? There's like stickers and tape still on this car.
We're the first ones. We're the first ones to drive it.
I was so hungry I forgot to film. I have some chicharrones and some sort of rice and bean soup. Kate has a salad. We're just sustaining ourselves for the 3-hour drive. That's all.
I am on camera duty. We are on our way officially to Arenal or La Fortuna. I don't know what our hotel is called, but we just had a really wonderful meal. We have 3.5 hour drive, so we're gonna see some of the country as we go.
We are still in San Jose. Traffic has been terrible, but there's a Datsun. Crazy things you see in Costa Rica.
That's the way every day goes. Every time we've no control. If the sky is pink and white, if the ground is black and yellow, it's the same way you show me.
We are here. Wow. Look at this.
We got into our room at about 6 p.m., which was well after dark, but we did have some plans on our first night into Costa Rica. Arenal is littered with hot springs and resorts, and we had decided to book an evening at one of the more natural and less busy hot springs, Ecotermales. This hot springs does not have an accompanying hotel and lodging, and therefore is solely focused on delivering the peak hot springs experience. I had begun recording, but the staff had asked me to cease recording for the privacy of the guest, and therefore I'm only going to show the little bit of snippets that I got before they asked, and try to limit the amount of exposure to other guests. What I can say is Ecotermales, comparative to the other hot springs that we experienced, was a 10 out of 10, and the springs appeared very natural. They were hotter than the other hot springs we experienced, and the price was reasonable at $48 for entry. Well, I would start filming as a big cloud begins to roll in, but welcome to Arenal Manoa Resort, Hot Springs Resort, I might say. So it's about 6 a.m. Breakfast opens in a few minutes. We're going to grab some coffee and a quick bite. Come back here, maybe have a second bite of coffee, read our Bibles a little bit, and hit the road for some hiking. So, no time to waste. Let's get started.
We are headed to our trailhead. Where are we going?
We haven't decided. We're going to Arenal, the park entrance, and we're either going to hike Las Coladas or the 1968 lava flow trails.
You can't see, but that green sign right there says evacuation route in case of volcanic emergency.
Or the park entrance.
Well, now we know where to go.
And every night my mind is running around her. Thunder's getting louder and louder. Baby, you're like lightning in a bottle. I can't let you go now that I got it. And all I need is to be struck by your electric love. Baby, I'm electric love. Electric love. Drown me.
Alright, y'all, that was the Las Coladas trailhead. I think it was 3 kilos there, 3 kilos back.
I feel like this is where if I were a sloth, I would live here. So I think there's a sloth here somewhere. We went at such a good time. This place is packed now. There are people everywhere. So we just did about 5.5 kilometers. Now we are going on a driving trail so that way we can go out to another lookout point before we go to get some coffee and just kind of relax for a little bit. So it's about 11:15 and we started this trail around 9.
We took our time though.
We did take our time. Now we're going to drive up to this lookout point and then go get some coffee.
Rushing through me. Feel your energy rushing through me.
Kate and I hate filming in public, so just a quick one stop. She got nachos, I got chicharrones. We have views of Arenal in the background, and a couple minutes ago we had our best look at the mountain, I think, all day. So we're gonna chow down, go find some coffee, and hike to the waterfalls. So we made it to the La Fortuna waterfall. Currently debating on if we're gonna pay to walk down. It's been in the afternoon. It's been really rainy, so I'm gonna talk to Kate about it, and we'll make up our mind. For 20 bucks a person, I can justify it. We're on vacation. I think if I were back home, it would seem a little bit expensive, but we're on vacation, so we might as well go do it.
Our hearts are free, so tell me what's wrong with feeling. I'm a flower, you're the bee. It's much older than you and me. I'm in love, I'm alive, I belong to the stars and sky.
So against maybe my better judgment, I don't know about how Kate feels, we paid $20 to come in, and there's no swimming allowed due to the water levels. Too much rain is the...
I don't know. I feel like they'll know their stuff.
I know they know it, but part of the draw is swimming, and since we are unable to do that, there it is. It is beautiful. the rocks and check things out, but after the 6-kilometer Las Coladas hike, as well as the 500 stairs that we had to climb down and then back up to see the La Fortuna waterfall, we were a little worn out. So we decided to head back to Arenal Manoa Hot Springs Resort, where we were staying, and finish the day relaxing in the hot springs.
We went through this morning just to kind of see where we wanted to go, but it was a bright day, so now that the evenings come, there are lights everywhere. The ambiance here now is elite. You can go. I can just sit here.
Yeah.
Love a good swing. So we love this side, but love the vibes on the other side too. So we're gonna head over there and chill for a little bit, maybe get a drink, and then when it's time for dinner, we'll probably hop over here because they have a pizza oven, and I get to choose dinner, and I want pizza from Costa Rica. So.
Welcome to day 3, technically our second full day. So the bad news is we are leaving the La Fortuna area, and this might be the best weather we've gotten since we've been here. Now we are going to a coffee tour. It's the North Fields coffee tour right outside La Fortuna. I don't know if we'll have volcano views. Hopefully that happens. If not, we're on our way to Manuel Antonio, which is about 4.5-hour drive from here, and we'll just have to miss the scenic views of Arenal this time. But let's hope.
I have this sloth, I'm gonna cry. I'm going to cry.
A real one?
I don't know your name, but thank you for
I was like, what is she looking at up there? We are right outside the gate of our resort. We just checked out. And we got our sloth.
FaceTime Melanie. Again, it's been there before?
He's been there most of the time.
Okay, that's pretty snazzy. This is only 200, but I can see him pretty good.
Oh.
He's scratching his head.
Oh, look at you, good sir.
How happy are you?
This is all, we can go home. This is all I wanted. I just wanted to see a sloth in the wild. This is the whole reason I wanted to come here. When Garrett and I decided to go to Costa Rica, the first thing that we agreed on was we had to go on a coffee tour. So here we find ourselves at Northfield's Coffee and Chocolate Tour, and we wanted to do something that was worth the time and worth the money, and I believe we found the jackpot here. It was about 1.5 to 2 hours, and we walked through the fields of Northfields, where we looked at coffee beans and we looked at cacao plants, and we saw the fields that they were actually in. We had fresh coffee poured for us multiple times throughout the tour. We got to taste real cacao plants right from the seed and taste what chocolate tastes like at 100% bitterness versus what we're used to in the States at like 30% with sugar. We got to watch how they took sugar cane and make moonshine out of it, and we might have had a taste, I don't know. We then got to sit down with the loveliest staff and have a cup of coffee and just chat, just like we would if we were at their home.
This one. So 40% of the whole coffee production on the planet, it is Robusta, 60% Arabica beans. We have Arabica plus in our country, thanks to French people. You know, coffee went to Yemen.
Because Costa Ricans take their coffee and their family and the heart behind the cocoa bean very seriously. And so it was just such a nice time to sit down and get to know the Costa Rican culture while still having a lot of espresso.
So we just wrapped up our last event in La Fortuna, which was the coffee and cocoa tour. And we haven't had a good look at Arenal volcano since we've been here. It's been shrouded with clouds this whole time. And right as we were leaving, we got by far the best look that we've had this entire time. Still The peak is still a little shrouded, but just blessed that we do have this opportunity to see a little bit more of the volcano right before we leave. Next, we are heading to Quepos or Manuel Antonio. We got a long drive, so let's hit the road. Kate's getting car sick. We are somewhere outside of San Ramon, which is just northwest of San Jose. I don't know how high we are, but it's pretty high elevation right now. I'll get the exact numbers and flash it on the screen. We've already come down a little bit, but this is pretty cool driving through the clouds and a little squirrely. Much more narrow roads in this route than the route we took out of San Jose. But I don't think we've been this high in elevation outside of, no, I don't think we've been this high in elevation, period. But anyways, we're gonna keep making time and get to the Pacific before sunset.
Eastbound and down, loaded up and trucking. Are we gonna do what they say can't be done? We've got a long way to go and a short time to get there. I'm eastbound, just like no bandit run.
Good morning, y'all. We didn't record much getting into Manuel Antonio. It was a long drive. Not really a late night, but we were kind of tired, so we just grabbed a bite. I'll flash some photos up of that and then hit the hay. I think we were both in bed by 8, asleep by 9. But we're heading to the park entrance as we speak to Manuel Antonio. We bought, I'll go over the park entrance administration shortly, but we got the first entry, meaning that we'll hopefully be among the first in the park today. As I was saying earlier, the park is a little unusual. You can't bring disposable bottled waters in. You can bring your own. No food. They're closed on Tuesdays. Tickets may only be purchased online, exclusively online. I think that's about it. It was a little bit of a roundabout process to actually reserve the ticket. So far, it seems like the best mode of operations for Costa Rica is to get in early. It's nice and cool, sunny. We have the park relatively to ourselves, and probably by the time we're getting ready to leave is when most of the visitors are actually going to be piling in. About 2 hours into Manuel Antonio, what are your thoughts?
It's beautiful. It doesn't feel like 2 hours.
Yeah, it's for a deceptively small park, there's a lot to explore.
Well, I appreciate that. They give you a lot of places to go. And then the places that they go are so into the jungle. You can tell they did the least amount to disrupt any sort of ecosystem, but still allow you to go see it, so you feel like you're in the jungle.
Yeah, and more folks are starting to trickle in, so we're decidedly no longer alone, which is fine. I think we saw the two main features we wanted to see alone. So we got here at a good time?
Yeah, we did.
There are just tour guides up and down this main road now.
So we're heading out, and everyone's heading in, swarming in. we went back to the hotel, and now we are at the plane restaurant called Arenal.
I think we found the hack. National parks in the day, beat the lunch crowds, have the best view. So I'll overlay what we're seeing. Obviously the camera never captures it like it does in person, but we have this corner spot at El Avion with probably some of the best views in Manuel Antonio. It's a slow lunch crowd, but steadily filling up. And we had one of the premier spots because we got here early, because we did the national park early. We're chowing down on some white marlin. First time I've ever had marlin. It's wonderful. Kate is eating all of it while I narrate, so I'm gonna stop yapping and start eating.
I was just sitting here enjoying a little drinky drink. And I had a maraschino cherry that I will never eat. And then all of a sudden I didn't have to, because a monkey took it. Came from the sky, came from the little top thing up there, jumped on my table, grabbed my cherry, and then jumped away. You can still see the stem on the railing. And then he did it again to get Garrett's cherry. And there's no way we could have known that was going to happen to film anything. But I feel like that's very Costa Rican of that monkey.
After lunch, we visited Quepos, which is a neighboring town right beside Manuel Antonio. The purpose of this visit was to check out the world-famous Marina Pez Villa, which is the marina that we will be fishing tomorrow morning. While we were out, Kate and I got affogatos before eventually meandering our way back to our hotel and enjoying the sunset. The sunsets at Manuel Antonio are truly magical. This one that I captured was actually less colorful than the one from the next day. I'll flash a picture on screen now. But we took some quiet time, minimal filming, minimal narration, and really just took time to enjoy the sunset. The next morning is what I had really gone to Costa Rica for, which is their world famous sail fishery. So we partnered with Bucket List Sport Fishing. Captain Jeff Holiday is the captain that runs charters there. Go check out his website. He hooked us up with a great deal. But our target species of the day was sailfish, and boy did he ever put us on the sailfish.
Going out so Garrett can catch his billfish. He'll be the most excited man I've ever seen in his life.
And how do you feel?
I'm ready. I kind of have a messed up shoulder. I think the bed did something to me, so that's not the most fun thing I've experienced on a boat, but we were excited to head out and just see the differences in the water on the Pacific and hope we can catch something new.
They say that faith can move a mountain, but I'm built for the climb. So tell me, am I faithful or just too stubborn? Tell me, what will I find at the peak, at the top, at the end of the line, and at the end of my life? Oh, tell me.
Captain Jeff and Jose are going the extra mile for us, and we haven't even started fishing. I think for a normal client, they would just fish 8 miles offshore, catch some nice 10, 20-pound dolphin, and have a good day of it. But they are now pushing us through this rainstorm. Granted, the seas are calm, trying to get us a little further offshore to the billfish bite. Like I said, we haven't even put lines in the water, but they're already going the extra mile. So shout out. Hopefully that the fruits of that labor will yield a couple sales for us.
I just wanna be loved. Well, I'm gonna raise a fuss, I'm gonna raise a holler about working all summer just to try and earn $1. Every time I call my baby to try to get a date, my boss says, no dice, son, you gotta work late. Sometimes I wonder what I'm gonna do, 'cause there ain't no cure for the summertime blues. Well, my mama and papa told me, son, you gotta make some money.
Don't drop it.
If you wanna use a car to go riding next Sunday.
There he is, way on out there.
I didn't go to work, told the boss I was sick, and you can't.
Nice sailfish, babe. Jose with the release, y'all. He's healthy.
Camera before.
Oh, right here, look.
Whoa! Oh my God. What is There it is. Awesome.
I'm gonna take 2 weeks, gonna have a vacation.
Woo!
I'm gonna take my problem to the United Nations.
Good.
Yeah. All the congressmen, he said, whoa, I'd like to go. Sometimes I wonder what I'm gonna do, 'cause there ain't no cure for the summertime.
We ended up catching 10 sailfish and 1 mahi all in this one trip. I have a fishing YouTube account called Gulf Coast Angling. The full video of the fishing trip is over there. You all are just getting the highlights of the trip, but for the full video, go check out Gulf Coast Angling. We made it back to the dock. We spoke with Captain Jeff for a little bit, understanding the fishery a bit more before packing up our fresh mahi to take it to a restaurant to be cooked. We didn't film in the restaurant. It was a little bit fancier. The name was Terrazas by Isimo, and they prepared the mahi 3 different ways. We were stuffed. One of the best meals of the trip, but I'll throw some photos on screen right now. After that, we decided to head back to our hotel and check out the sunset one last time on the beach for our last night in Costa Rica.
On the drive back to the airport, we were starving, so we stopped at another resort and decided to get some breakfast with another beautiful view of Costa Rica. And lo and behold, I think this was the most wildlife that we came in contact with, because the monkeys were there with a vengeance. I think it was their breakfast time too. They were starving, and I thought that this was just a fun little time, and in reality these monkeys are a pest. And so I was having a good time protecting our food.
Kate is wielding her spray bottle because we have monkeys everywhere, and they haven't stolen from us because she's on the ready. But she also hasn't touched her food because she can't. We have to stay alert.
On our way out of there, we came across the sloth. Garrett was driving, and I screamed that he needed to stop and pull over, and I ran out, and there's a sloth in the middle of the road, and we saw this lovely Costa Rican pick him up and take him over to safety. So I can leave this beautiful country with
Look at him go.
Monkeys
He
and
yearns for the
sloths
branches.
galore.
What did we just see?
We just saw a sloth crossing the road, so goodbye Costa Rica. What a great thing to end. He
was
okay.
rescued.
He is okay. One of the workers rescued him, picked him up from his neck and took him, and when he did, you could see the sloth like yearning for the branches. So he's safe, but I'm very, very happy.
Bravo to that worker, to that.
Yeah.
I don't know where he was working or what he was doing, but
Yeah, that was...
he executed quickly. And now we have to execute quickly to get back home. And just like that, y'all, our little chimney We waved goodbye. She was a car.
She got us places somewhat.
Wonky gearbox, terrible fuel economy, very rudimentary features. It did have Apple CarPlay, but it served us well this trip. Now we await the return shuttle to the airport, and we will conclude this trip.
Yeah, it's a good trip.
I think so too.
It was incredible to be here with my husband, to see another country that the Lord just showed off. It's amazing that this country even exists on its own without anyone having to create anything. And the fact that we were blessed enough to be able to fly here and see this country is astounding. So thank you for watching, and thank you for coming along. And I cannot wait to make Garrett make another video of another adventure.
If you made it this far, thanks for watching, and stay tuned in the future, because we will definitely do something like this again